Okay, here we go. It's legit been like 2 minutes since I finished the team. So, spent a good amount of time editing. And it's time to get into it. Turns out the reason it was Uber's last time was just because of his Hoopa U, so he requested the OU tiering. And here we are. Kind of. Okay, he did bring Aromatisse. Whew. TBH, I don't feel prepared. He brought stuff that I wasn't particularly expecting. Not that it's terribly out of ability to respond, but nonetheless. So once Superior gets lower, I should be able to, like, I'm talking 25%, and barring he has sub, I should be able to handle it. Whew, just a lot of factors here. I do have something at 4, and it's currently 325, but it's close by, so that's not the biggest worry in the world. Honestly, I think I have a pretty good position if I start with Talonflame. I outspeed anything I could want to outspeed. And then bring in whatever I'd like to. Still got that Specs Serum, so it's gonna hit hard on anything. And there's not a lot I would U-turn on anyway. Like, I would Brave Bird a lot of his team. Anything that's bulky slow I'd U-turn on though. If he has Aromatisse, I just need to really think about how I'm going to handle that thing, because I don't have a great handling of it. I have Specs Serum, and that's about as far as it goes. I mean, if he's really offensive Aromatisse, he might do HP Rock, and that scares me. That Stab Moonblast, while Sableye has that Spadef Bulk, it's not necessarily going to be enough. So like I said, I think Talonflame is the best against him to start. Just, I think it has the best matchup against his team. So let's do it. He decides to bring Aromatisse. So let's think about this. This is one of the things that's supposed to do okay against Aromatisse. Like I said, this is a factor. Offensive Sword Stance. I think I'm adamant, nonetheless. Against Aromatisse. Doubles Trick Room, what does that mean? Let's give him Max and Modest, and give him HP Rock for those who doubt. Now I have a decent amount of HP investment. I think it's 192. Yeah. I don't know if that affects it in the case that he's max attack Modest. No, it has a really good chance to kill in that case. So, I don't know what I really want to do here. Kinda scared. I mean, obviously I could Sword Stance turn 1, but I don't know if that's really my best interest. Especially considering he could just bring in Hippo after an HP Rock, and I just kind of want to scout, to be honest. I want to see what he has up his sleeve, perhaps. Let's look at the move options for Aromatisse once again. He's got Energy Ball, Moonblast, and then any hidden power or psychic move he could run. So I think I'm just going to U-turn turn 1. We'll see what he decides to do. If he switches out, as he does, that puts me in a good position, I'd say. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I just get to land a Specs Specs Ice Beam right now. Like, I really think I do. He can't kill me off with a Stone Edge if I don't kill him off with an Ice Beam. And I think that's the best play, because what does he have to switch into this? I don't think anything. So I think that's the play to go for here. Because Scald there's not enough it doesn't hit hard enough. So, Specs Ice Beam, here we go. It's inside. So yeah, no reason not to press Ice Beam here. He has leftovers. Last time, it was kind of a difficult battle to really evaluate, because while he had good sets, he picked all berries, I believe he said. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. I don't know what he's necessarily going to do here. Something needs to take a really large hit. If not, die. So, he brings in Aromatisse. And that does a lot, to the point that Sandstorm is actually his worst enemy. So, I think it's just safe to say I should go for Ice Beam again, as he goes into Sharpedo. Of course, doesn't take that well. I don't know what he's necessarily going to do here. I have a couple options, honestly. Go to Sableye, if you go to Blastoise. He's in the back right now. That's something to keep in mind. So, he might try to double back to Aromatisse right now, because he wants that recovery. However, at the same time, if he just exchanges Sharpedo's life in exchange for Aromatisse to get back to good health, perhaps that's what he wants. But yeah, this Sandstorm's actually what started hurting him a lot more. So, what to do? Gotta keep Dougie around. Latios is not going to be a good switch by any means. I don't know if he's gonna double. If he doubles, so be it, but I think I should still be safe while I can. Oh no, he might protect. What could he possibly hit me with is the question, though. I do want to keep this around, though. It's a good Mon. And it still has good bulk on it. Yeah, like, what can this thing hit me with? It has EQ, Crunch, And perhaps I could even Healing Wish it up later. But let's take Sharpedo. You Life Orb versus Kyurem. Just give it 252, and I don't want any chance of this. Yeah, Crunch doesn't even do that much. We're talking Life Orb Crunch here. I mean, he might protect here too. I don't really know. But I just don't know what he could possibly do back to me that's like severely threatening. Obviously he just brought it in to be like, oh, here's something that could resist and like hit back for a small exchange, but that's about it, I think. Don't think he gets like super powered or anything. That'd be broken. I just don't want his Aromatisse to come back in for like free, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So do we want to Ice Beam? I mean, I could go to Blastoise. Take a hit very easily. Even if he's Life Orb. And next time Hippowdon comes in, I bring this in again, and something else goes away. Guaranteed. So I'm going to press Ice Beam. I thought about it. I think this is the way to go. Oh, okay. Interesting. Didn't even think about that. Okay, good move on his part. for sure, because that was one of the main things that handles his Aromatisse. So, good on him for sure. What to do here? It does put me in an unfortunate position with that. I think I can go to Dougie though, at the very least. I want to, yeah, that's unfortunate. Good on his part though, for sure. I didn't even account for that. So I was Specs. Like, that thing hits so hard, and that was a really good exchange for him. Even though, I mean, it did work obviously, but he knew that. And so Modest versus Aromatisse. Really just gotta think here. Are you defensive? Ice Beam would do 62 if he was fully defensive, but he's clearly not. Let's give Sassy 252. What am I doing? Yeah, so I got a relatively high roll there, I guess, if he's fully specially defensive, which just tells me though that he's specially defensive. EQ does that much if he is if he's specially defensive, which he is. And Dougie hits pretty darn hard, so yeah. So let's keep that in mind here. If he brings in Superior, I just want to know versus my Latias how much a Dragon Pulse will do. Not enough to kill, because like I'll have Haban, so I think Dougie's the best play to go here. It seems like with being specially defensive that Talonflame should be able to handle his Aromatisse after all though, so keep that in mind. Dougie, it is. So if he decides to bring in Superior, that's fine. I mean, not exactly fine, but to each their own. So let's go to Latias, see what he decides to do. He decides to Leaf Storm. That's fine. Let's see if he decides to Dragon Pulse here. We will see. Yep. Okay, cool. Not that that would have killed anyway, but good to account for. What do I want to do here? That's the real question. Everything's at full health, so I don't think Healing Wish is exactly the best option here. I'm glad we were able to disable this thing as well as we could for now. We still have things to handle this team. Blastoise handles these two, and Charizard really. Superior is severely nerfed at this point, and then Aromatisse is the problem, but is at half health. If we get rocks up, that would be really nice too, but don't know how likely that is going to be. I don't think we saw his item yet, so I think it's time to just press Dragon Pulse. Ooh, that's a crit. He Dragon Pulses me and I die. Okay, that's fine. So here I'm totally free to go into Talonflame and U-turn, so that's really nice. I also have the opportunity to Mega Evolve with Blastoise and just Aura Sphere. So I don't know if he was perhaps Koba or anything, but because he doesn't have leftovers, but this would allow me to Mega Evolve with Blastoise and just come in with better bulk. So let's think about that. Blastoise has 100 to 120, 105 to 115, 85 to 135. It just hits so much harder. I want to make sure without a shadow of a doubt that defensive Blastoise can kill with Aura Sphere. Let's see. What do I do? I'm just trying to think right now. Sorry, I'm totally in a daze. And Aura Sphere does 33 to 38 if he's max HP, which I doubt he is, but it should definitely kill. So again, this is one of the only things left that can be fairly dangerous to me. We'll see what he decides to do here. Perhaps he has Healing Wish on Aromatisse. If so, that could be crazy. But we'll see. I mean, all we know about Aromatisse right now is it's specially defensive. Granted, that probably means it has Wish Protect and Moonblast, but who knows what its last move is? Does it even get Healing Wish? Let's check this out. Looks like it doesn't get it. Yeah, it doesn't get it. So, yeah, if that didn't kill, I would have been pretty upset. Okay, so he has probably fallen for the trap. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. Oh, he decided to do it. Yep. I knew it. I really did. Promise you, I was thinking about that. Man, I'm really upset about that now, actually. I really should have scalded. I knew I should have scalded. I just brought it in. Got too ahead of myself. And that's that. That's unfortunate because Scald otherwise had a chance to perhaps do a KO, especially with Burn. Funny Dave. How are you, Salvani? I'm gonna go to Talon. I think I'm gonna go to Talon. Same time I could go for Rocks. Rocks could be nice. I also forgot that I have a spin blocker. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, if I get Rocks up, obviously nice against Zard. Aromatisse can't kill with Moonblast on Dougie from this range, right? By range, I mean my whole health, but, you know. I have 201. So, I mean, like I said, my goal is to get Rocks up because then it withers away this Aromatisse, and that's kind of important to me. It also hurts Zard a lot, you know. Sableye would be good against these Hippowdon and Excadrill as well, so let's go to Dougie, because Blastoise doesn't really have a great matchup right now. So yeah, he goes for Wish. Just gonna go for Rocks. Like, this isn't bad. I have plenty of HP to do as I please. I really hope he doesn't have HP Rock. Really don't. And I want to keep this because reversal. Like, I really want to keep that. Not that it's particularly important. Like, what would he go for here? You know? Like, he's very limited in his options. He has Wish and Moonblast. We know that much. And he's specially defensive, so... Okay, he has gone for the Wish. How about his Talon? Fair against Zard. Brave Bird, Adamant, almost kills from full. Or if I was +2. So let's see what happens here as he goes to Hippowdon. And I'm just going to U-turn. I don't really have a reason not to U-turn. See what he decides to do. Yeah, he just goes for Stone Edge, and that's fine. So I'm just gonna Scald here. I think that's my best play. If I can get a burn on his Aromatisse, that puts a lot of pressure on him. So now we know he has Stone Edge. Wait, okay, for a second. I skipped through so I didn't see his leftovers, but I need to be a little bit careful because Talonflame can't take hits forever. He didn't get rocks up though. Blastoise is getting lower though, and I don't like that, but we got the burn. I don't know if he's gonna go for Aromatherapy here, or what. Let's see. What happened last time he went for Wish? I don't know if there was a time he went for Wish and the after effects happened. Talonflame was buffeted. I'm just thinking like, I'm gonna go to Talon. Gotta keep the pressure up as he heal bells, yep. The play here is, do I U-turn or do I Swords Dance? U-turn or Swords Dance? Swords Dance again, I get to Brave Bird. He might just slack off and his Aromatisse is back in the SD. It's a 50-50, honestly. He definitely shouldn't protect though. And that's okay. Lost the prediction there, but technically is slowly withering me. If his Hippowdon is fully Fizz Death, He takes that brave bird like it's nothing. And by that I mean definitely is something. I need this mon. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna go to Sableye actually. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Sableye and then knock off. Okay. That's fine. Now I get to taunt. I was like, what? How did I get hit so hard? What to do here? Can't use Will-O-Wisp after the taunt. Do I care more about Sableye or Dougie? That's kind of the question of the day at this point. Probably not Dougie, honestly. Probably not Dougie. I already have Blastoise to take hits. And once Sand goes away, this at least can kind of do something. Data. Sableye / data. Aromatisse. Yeah, so I'm faster, so at the very least I could get leftovers off later if I want to. I know how hard he's gonna hit me though. That's something I'm kind of scared of. He's bulky though. Gosh, this is... I just feel pressured because like I'm running out of time to do, like, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I think this is the set I have actually. Bulky. Dragon Claw is 50 to 60. Holy cow. I can't take that kind of hit. I've got to sack Dougie. Yeah, he flare blitzes, so. What to do here is the name of the game. Does have that flare blitz. But if I go to Talon, I'm technically at a 50-50. Because if he goes Hippo, that kind of is really annoying. However, it puts leftover, puts Sand up again. And actually, let's go back to this Talon. I got 192 HP. Mega Charizard X. 53 to 63. I'm just thinking if I SD right now. I'm gonna potential switch. +2, 52 to 61. And he'll be really close to that range. Plus if he is fully fisted, or fully, whatever. Gosh, I'm really just nervous right now. Do I just Brave Bird? Let it happen? I think so. We'll see what he decides to do. I just don't want to take any more hits, because if I get low, then I lose it to Aromatisse actually. So yeah, that could just be a choke right there if I just set up. So here we are, 3-3. Like I said, that Aromatisse was scary. Still have means of taking it out, but clearly a factor. I can't see him Stone Edging here, however, that does not mean I should stay in. I've talked about it before where I think Willow is a good play overall. However, at the same time, if he goes for rocks, I don't want to be in a position where I have to keep switching around to... What am I doing? Ah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Could have gotten extra damage. Misclick for the record. But yeah, I'm just gonna Scald here. I just directly went in. Okay. This actually is not good, but besides the point. He's probably just gonna keep putting up rocks now. Yep. That sucks. Wow. Didn't even think about that. But yep. I mean, after 18%, which will be what the sand gives me, price to pay, I guess, for misclicking. Oh, he decides to EQ again. I don't know why, but I will Scald. I mean, it would have been nice to see what kind of set his extra was if he was to bring it in after that, but nonetheless. So I die. Now here's the thing. There's one turn of sand left. He might think, okay, because there's one turn left, I'm gonna bring in Sableye so I can Willow him and then neuter him. Because of that, he might want to go to Aromatisse to predict me, and thus put me in a weird position. However, Aromatisse can't do anything back to Talon. So I don't think that's the play of choice. So I think Sableye's the play to go here. This guy really needs to stop. Yeah, like I said, Aromatisse, as far as I know, has nothing to hit me with. Yeah, so this was a good play. He has Balloon, interestingly enough. But yeah, no reason not to go for Willow. Sand will be gone now, which is cool. If he goes directly into Aromatisse, so be it, but that way I at least get health off of him. I can still do this. Like 100%. Oh, it's back. It's happening again. And so it happens again. That really stinks. I think it's fine to go into Talon though. Because he's ballooned, so it can't outspeed. Can I win from here? Aromatisse. Max HP. Let's just put Sassy. This can kill from full. And I have Flare Blitz. I think if I just knock here. Is 65. Is there any chance Flare Blitz doesn't kill an Excadrill? Any chance in the world? Because if so, I might. Like fully Fizz Def. Obviously unlikely, but how much does Moonblast do? 20 to 23. So I could be at 60 after this turn. Then after Brave Bird. And I have enough speed to outspeed Jolly. There's really not a reason to okay, so I just press Brave Bird, then Flare Blitz, and I think we're good. Here it is. I put in enough speed to outspeed Jolly Drill. 303. I'm making sure right now. Yeah, so unless Showdown totally messed up. All right, what a game. I am overwhelmed right now. That was crazy close. I need to get to my meeting that I'm 4 minutes late to now. And I'm just gonna evaluate what's going on later. I'm just really tense right now, but I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, 7 until later. Peace.